the best. The best waffles, the best pancakes, the best hash browns, the best scrambled eggs you could ever imagine. Oh, wait, we're playing, okay, wrong video, guys. We're talking about BTD6 here. Best strategy. What is the best strategy in BTD6? Obviously, that's a little tricky to say because Ninja Kiwi's entire goal is to make these 20 towers in combination with 3 different cross paths that you get to pick from, and obvious ridiculous amounts of maps and everything combined together, not just have one strategy work. They want to have millions of strategies work, different combinations all over the place, work for you. But what I wanted to say for you guys is there is one strategy, in my opinion, that rules them all. This is my easiest strategy to use, most reasonable strategy to use in almost all situations. It'll beat hards, it'll beat half caches, it'll beat alternate balloon rounds, which are currently on. It'll beat Chimps mode on most maps. It'll beat just about anything you could ever throw at it. So what is this strategy and how does it work? What I want to do is just kind of show you guys really quickly what we're doing on alternate balloon rounds here, which is usually a pretty difficult game round to play, game mode to play. And we've got $30,000 saved up here on round 78. We have not had to use any of our abilities or anything like that. Pretty much the entire game here. We just kind of let things fly, and we're owning everything super duper duper easily. So this is kind of the end goal, or one of the end goals of our games. If you're ending on round 80, this is probably something you want. You want to make sure you got your Adora, you want to make sure you got a Ninja, and you got to make sure they're elked. You probably want to get a village to make sure they're supported with cam detection and or definitely jungle drums because we want increased speed. And then we want to get another tower that's going to be our main popping power tower. Whether it's going to be a Sky Shredder or just a Blue Exclusion Zone or whatever you want, make sure you've got something that can pop pretty much everything else. And mostly what I'm talking about is 5th tier towers here. So this is the first time I'm going to use an ability. Not even sure if it's going to be necessary. But we're just going to make sure we take these Oh My Gods down nice and easily here. Looks like this time around we definitely will. We use this ability with $41,000 left over on alternate balloon rounds. And we can take this down? Yes. Yes, we can. So let's show you guys it from the start this time. Now, it should be noted that I am clearly not an expert at this map in particular because I don't even have any of the medals unlocked for anything. I just started today, I just played hard, and I just played alternate balloon rounds. That's it. So this should not be a really ridiculously easy map for me. I'm not professional at this map, but let's show you what the strategy can still do to it. So the main way you want to start off your game is always use your Ninja. All right? Almost always use your Ninja, if at all possible. Positioning doesn't matter too much, but usually you want to put him in a spot where he can hit multiple spots. But in this situation, I think this is going to work. Second to that, you can decide if you want to use your free dart monkey, and if you do want to use your free dart monkey or glue runner, make sure that you're popping him down away from your Ninja. That's like the main thing that you have to keep in mind here. Keep them away from your Ninja, because later on we're going to buy an Alchemist, and with that Alchemist, it will matter how we alchemize our towers. All right, next thing you're going to want to do is build an Adora, and make sure you build Adora very close, not necessarily touching, but very close to your Ninja. I'm going to move mine over just a tiny bit so I can hit the balloons kind of as they come in over here, and as we get more range, we'll be able to hit the, cross the street over here as well. And realistically, this is going to be most of our popping power for the rest of the game. Yes, that's how ridiculous this is. You're going to get a 402 Ninja. So a Seeking Shuriken Ninja Discipline start, and then just kind of upgrade him up to 402, and you should survive everything, no problem here, guys. This is not going to be a trick question or a trick answer or anything like that. Just buy the upgrades as you get the money for them, and life will be pretty good. Don't forget, things are more expensive on Unpoppable, but we're going to get a Bloon Jitsu on round 29 here. So now we have Adora and our Bloon Jitsu Ninja with Caltrops. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to buy an Alchemist, and we're going to get him up as well to 420 instead, and that's where everything just kind of comes together. So make sure you're buying before round 40 in particular, but whenever you've got the money for it, just start upgrading things. Get your stronger stem, buy your stronger acid, and your perishing potions. Just make sure you got them in range of these guys right here, and you're going to see, even against a mode class Bloon, this will be no problem. But if you are worried, don't forget you've got an ability here. All right, this is the #1 ability that if you're feeling scared of, press the ability button right here, and you'll be able to take down like 5 times as many balloons as before. Just to kind of confirm it, check this out. Like, look at that. I mean, you got crazy amounts of range, crazy amounts of damage, everything shoots really quickly. Like, you'll be able to take it down. Trust me on that. Now you're going to notice that the money's going to start rolling in. So let's show you what we're going to get next. Personally, I always recommend a village. Why? Because you want to make sure you've got cam detection for these guys. So we're going to get a cam detecting larger jungle drums radius here on our village. And now we've got cam detection for all these guys, and they shoot pretty quickly, which is always fun. The next thing you buy is totally up to you. There are so many options you can go for. That is the point of this game. When I said that there's a best strategy, this is really it. This is where you get started. And where you take it from there is wherever you want to go. Personally, what I would always recommend doing is, especially on Unpoppable, you probably want to get some money flowing. So why don't you build a couple farms? Honestly, you don't even have to go crazy. Just get a couple third-tier farms or something like that. A couple marketplaces, you don't have to worry about picking up the money ever again. And watch your other 2 towers kind of do all the work. This is around 49, which is one of the biggest balloon levels in the game for its set. And we don't even make it on the screen barely. They just get popped here. Moabs get popped over here. It's just not a problem at all for us. We are doing very, very well. And don't forget, every single round we go up, Adora is only going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. She basically keeps up getting stronger and stronger. And the first level we're going to have any issues with whatsoever is going to be around 63. But if you want to stop farming before that, that's totally fine. Even just 2 farms would probably be enough. I'm going to go for 3, and then we're going to build our next tower. My personal favorite thing to go for is the balloon area denial system. It's an all-encompassing, all-popping power types, except for camo leads. Popping power answer to everything. It pops ceramics really well, it pops mobs really well, and it can even do pretty well against the smaller group balloons in the game. So I'd highly recommend getting this guy, and then usually you want to go for target independent, just so you don't have to worry about him anymore. He'll start to do his thing. You're going to notice that I did put all 3 of these guys in range of my village and next to an Alchemist, so now I can alchemize him as well as my other guys over here as well. Kind of important part of the strategy, but not a necessity. You could put this guy in a different spot if you wanted to. Next thing I'm going to buy is going to be a bottom path wizard. So we're going to buy a Necromancer, we're going to save up for a Prince of Darkness. I like to mention this because if you want to make your life easier, farming is most certainly 100% still possible here. You can buy more banana farms as crazy as you want to go. Though I recommend chilling with maybe just a 4th tier or 2. Don't buy 7 or 8 or 9 or that 10 of them. It's just really not worth it. But if you want to play a little bit safer, Prince of Darkness is the way to go. Just get him up, man. He's going to be absolutely ownage sauce here. And I'm going to go top path as well so I can see through walls and everything. And own the balloons really, really hard. Next thing I'm going to buy is going to be the Balloon Exclusion Zone. So this is going to be a $70,000 tower, which is going to be a little bit on the expensive side, but for sure, whenever we get this guy, we cannot lose anymore. Even if it takes me selling my farms, if I just want to kind of stop farming, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get this Bez up, and we're gold. So we're going to buy the Bez here. The last thing that I would recommend to you guys is even if the Bez is getting alked and all that stuff, I would recommend buying an MIB and re-alkifying him. Alright, this is not like a necessity or anything like that, but I still recommend getting him. Because even if he's just alked a smidge more, that smidge more will be a lot of extra popping power for you in the long term. So but try to get this alk to be the only thing that's alking this guy. You're going to see the extreme amount of damage we're able to do here. This is kind of ridiculous. Don't forget, this is impossible. This is real game right here, up to round 100. This is my first try in this map using this strategy. And it's safe to say that we're pretty good here, guys. I don't think there's any possibility of us losing. We'll check out round 95. We'll check out round 98. And 99 and 100. Let's see if these DDTs are going to do anything to us whatsoever. We also have a lot of money saved up if we wish. We've got $6,000 built up in all 3 of these guys. There's almost infinite things that I could build at this point, as probably should have. But I'm not going to build anything. We're just going to say, hey, extra money is extra money at this point. Alright, round 98, the biggest balloon level in the game, my friends. Let's see if we can do it without any abilities whatsoever. Admittedly, it is pretty beef-tastic, but the Bez is just too freaking good. It's going to annihilate 98. 99 should be no problem for us. And then finally, around 100 with 51,000 plus here. We're going to use the ability this time just to make sure we clean this guy up nice and easily and quickly. Bad is defeated. Wonderful. And we get our Insta-Monkey and all this delicious stuff. Believe it or not, though, our Monkey Star is actually our pod. That's why we always buy him, because pod is just delicious. 660 Monkey Money, 8 tokens, and now it's time to go home and play this on Chimps! One of the major issues with this strategy on Chimps mode in particular is that a ninja is not always strong enough by himself to do no lives lost. So in this situation, you are going to have to build other towers instead of doing a ninja start, which can be a little bit sucktastic. You might have to play around with it just a little bit to get it all going in here, but I decided to do an engineer dart monkey start, which you can do with your 650 starting money, into a ninja, and then I'm going to build my ninja directly into an Adora here as soon as I possibly can. And round 13 will be our Adora build, and that's perfect because round 15 is where the first round where we actually start to get some real hard stuff coming at us here. If you want, you can target. Now, put these guys on strong and all that stuff, but I don't think that's necessary. Now, in the last game, we talked a lot about what we did. We didn't talk about why we did it. So that's why I wanted to play Chimps as well, because I wanted to explain why we're doing this strategy and why it works so gosh darn well over here. It should be noted that Adora probably will not reach level 20 in the normal way, or the normal way that we'd want to try to get her up. So we're going to have to do something a little special later on with our extra money. But for now, do the same thing, guys. Leave these guys alone. Don't do anything with them. Pretend that they don't even exist here. Just let Adora level up over time, and make sure you're getting your ninja upgraded to 402 as fast as you possibly can. Here is the first reason why. Camo balloons are normally a pretty decent problem in this game. Round 24 is going to be your first camo balloon. Ninjas have automatic camo detection, so they're automatically going to see all the camos for the rest of the game. The only thing that ninjas cannot pop automatically is going to be lead balloons, including camo lead balloons. Luckily enough for us, Adora can pop lead balloons. That is one of the best things she is good at. She can pop lead balloons, and the only thing she really can't pop in this game are camos and purples. Which means that if you combine these two guys right here together, they can pop everything besides camo leads automatically as soon as you place them down. That's pretty ridiculous, because the first time you're going to see a camo lead is going to be around 59. That means for this entire time here, we never have to worry about a type of popping power. We don't have to say, oh crap, I forgot about that balloon coming out. I forgot about leads. I forgot about camos. Forgot about camo purples. Non-existent problem, guys. We do not have to worry about that whatsoever. So we can just ride this out very easily without too many issues here. Now the next thing is all about the Elk. Alright, now this strategy by itself without the Alchemist would be completely worthless. It would not do anything. As far as I'm concerned. It would be pretty bad, actually. I mean, we could probably pop the Moab, like, maybe with really good ability timings and, like, some other extra towers to defend and things like that, but we could not defend a Moab by ourselves, most likely. We could not pop a lot of group balloons. It all comes down to the Alchemist. And that means we have to explain how the Elk works so we can explain how these guys work. Now, I did tell you guys that you can put him next to either one of these guys if you want to. Personally, I like to put him a little bit closer to Adora, because I want him to alchemize Adora more than my ninja. And the reason is because the ninja is more powerful right now, but Adora will be more powerful later. So I want to make sure that I'm powering up Adora more than I'm powering up my ninja, if that makes any sense, in the long term. Now, the way this is going to go down is larger potions really doesn't do much. Snake Mixture Drip allows you to pop lead balloons. So believe it or not, this is the first time that we're actually able to pop camo leads already. Now, unless we get really unlucky or something crazy happens, this little green thing right here allows us to pop lead balloons and camo leads at the same time, so even around 59 would not be an issue for us. We're not getting it because of that, but just wanted to throw that out there. The major change happens with Berserker Brew, though. It gives monkeys with extra damage, range, attack speed, and last longer. Fantastic. Stronger Stim does the exact same thing, but more powerful. And it lasts even longer. You know what? She always likes that, man. She always likes that. So I want to talk about the Stronger Stim, but I'm going to buy this first. Stronger Acid and Perishing Potions, which we'll talk about in just a second here. But Stronger Stim, the reason why this is so unbelievably powerful for these two guys in particular right here, you're going to notice, look at this. Oh, snap. Would you look at that? Oh, we clean them all up. No problem here. Well, on this map in particular, it gives us that extra range that can reach to the other side, which is really, really cool. For Adora in particular, reaching the other side can help us out a lot. Even though we do have Seeking Shurikens and we're kind of hitting all over the screen, it's still nice to have that. But the real change here happens with the extra pierce and the extra damage. So the damage is going to go through more layers of balloon in a single shot. So knocking a rainbow down to a yellow, for example, would be a big chunk of damage, something like a sniper would do. You know, the sniper can shoot through 7 layers of damage in one shot. You know, ceramic down to nothing, zebra down to nothing. You know, that's a layer of a balloon. That's damage. So increasing our damage already makes us very, very powerful. Increasing our pierce, though, is also going to help us out, because increasing pierce and damage together just means you get so much additional pop power, it's almost ridiculous. But the reason why these guys work really, really well with the Alchemist in particular is because they have so many projectiles with a single quote-unquote shot. Alright, so the alchemy is only going to last for a certain amount of shots, basically. That's kind of how they make it work. Very, very fast-shooting towers, like, for example, a Super Monkey. You can imagine him shooting out a crap ton of darts really, really quickly. He shoots so quickly that the alchemy is going to wear off very, very quickly. Something that shoots super duper slow, like a cannon, a regular cannon shot, he's never going to be able to wear off the alchemy, and he's going to kind of like he's going to get re-alchemized too much, basically, so you're almost wasting the alchemy on him. But ninjas and Adora shoot the perfect amount. They basically shoot as much as we need for this guy to re-alchemize them, and then they just get re-alchemized pretty quickly right after that. So when you combine these two guys together, you have a fully alchemized team that also has a lot of projectiles in a single shot that all do a lot of pierce and a lot of damage. That means that this is like one of the best combos of all time. And you notice even around 49, which is a crazy bleed level, normally we're just going to absolutely smoke it. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah, that was really, really freaking easy. Yeah, it was. And we have $20,000 saved up. So we're going to spend a little bit of this money because we don't want to be too ridiculous here. We're doing something very similar to what we did last time. We're going to buy a village. We're going to buy him up to Junk Drums here, and then we're going to be safe about this. You know, this is a little bit weird because you don't really need this, but I highly recommend it. You get the radar scanner. Now for sure, for the rest of the game, Adora is going to have cam detection, which means she has all types of popping power besides purple popping power. All right, and that means these two guys combined together, again, will just be absolutely unstoppable. They really will not need any help whatsoever. And the next tower that I really, really like to build is my Dartling Gun. So I'm going to build my Dartling Gun very close to my Alchemist here as well. I'm going to get this guy going up to bottom path. We're going to get a buckshot. We get the faster spin barrel. For now, I'm going to leave him on normal, or locked, and eventually we're going to turn him on to Bloon Area Analysis, and we'll let him shoot where he wants to. We might need to mess around with that just a little bit to get it all flowing up in here, but normally, leaving him on, just letting him shoot, is less efficient, but so much easier, guys. So much easier. So this is the majority of our strategy. We get a ninja, we get Adora, we alchemize them, we give them a village to give them some extra buffs, and they've got so much buffs that they're just almost unstoppable. Then we can do whatever we want with our tens of thousands of dollars that we're able to save up. Basically, we can usually, on most maps, solo until round 63, if we're able to use our abilities properly. So that means really the only thing we have to worry about next is round 63, and by that point, we could save up easily like $30,000. And that is a lot of money. You can do a lot of things with that. But I would recommend going for the BEZ, the Bloon Exclusion Zone. Now don't forget that there is no farming in Chimps, so even though on Unpoppable we were able to get so many banana farms that we're able to get a BEZ and a Wizard and all that other stuff without any issues whatsoever, and having like $50,000 saved up at the end of the game, money will be a little bit tighter in this situation. We really have to kind of watch how good we're popping things, and if things don't go well, because this is my first time ever playing Chimps, if things don't go well, we're going to have to figure things out and see what we can do here. I'm hoping that what I can do is save up another $40,000 or so and get my Bloon Solution Zone straight away. If it doesn't go that way, I need a little bit of extra popping power. I have to think about what I want to build here, but I'm thinking probably a low-level cannon, just to pop balloons, or something like that. I always like to show off round 63, just because one of like the major problems with these guys is like the group popping power, and this guy really just kind of does that job. So especially against ceramics, like pushing ceramics backward just to allow my other coverage to kind of like do their job. It's awesome. 3, not a big problem at all. And don't forget, this is on target dependent, which is a little bit less efficient than me actually aiming and figuring out which balloons I should hit. So it looks like on round 81 or 82 here, we should be able to afford our BEZ, which will make things so much easier already. We're at 59K, 60K. Let's make sure we use all of our abilities here. This is free play, so balloons are going to be a little bit more difficult for us. 62, I think that's what we needed, 62. And, oh, we need $11. All right, that should be possible. Wonderful. All right, and we're going to put him back onto target independent, which is going to be a little bit goofy because the way this is going to go down is he is going to be hitting first, last, close, and strong, which is very weird. Just overall, it's kind of a weird thing to get used to here. But trust me, I think it's better to leave him on target independent and only take him off of it when absolutely necessary, when you're feeling like you're struggling a little bit. Now, if you're ever going to get a BEZ, the number one thing that I'd recommend getting here is the MIB. And the reason why is because the only thing this guy lacks is lead popping power. He's got cam detection, he's got purple popping power, he's got everything, but he's got no lead popping power. So when DDCs start rolling in, you might run into some issues if you don't have this guy going. So even if you get something else that can decamelize or de-somethingify, I'd recommend getting the MIB just so you have it for sure. You are set. Everything is good. As I said in my previous game, one thing that you should probably look at is alchemization. This is seemingly stupid. Like, oh, it's just a little $4,000 tower. How much can it matter? He's already getting alchemized. Chris, trust me, it's going to matter. It's going to help you out a lot because it's going to start alchemizing your other guys over here as well. Then I'm still going to go for my favorite tower in the game, one of the best towers in the game. You cannot deny it. It is still the Pod, the Prince of Darkness, $28,620. Even though he's really not as effective once you get to 90 plus, against the biggest of biggest group balloons, he's still so good that he's just like worth it to go for, you know? He's just worth it. No matter what you do, he's worth it. So we're going to save up for him. Probably won't save up for him until past round 95, but it should not matter to us. We've got the Bez, we've got Adora, we've got our Ninja here. And all these guys combined together equal complete ownage sauce. One other cool thing about the Bez that I really didn't mention before is that he can see over walls as well. So you might be able to, you might have seen that the 4th tier could not see over this little maze wall. Adora could see over the maze wall, but not this guy or the Ninja or this guy for regular attacks. But now we can, which means that extra popping power is going to matter so much for us. Check this out. This is round 95, guys. This is without the Prince of Darkness. This is without the Pod. Bloons Solution Zone will handle them. And then we're going to have a bunch of extra money that we're going to show you guys what we want to do with this guy. Check this out. DDTs. I laugh in your face. If we want to go cray-cray, we should just do the Pod, though, right? 96. We got the Pod. Personally, I'm a bigger fan of the Guided Magic and Arcane Blast with this guy because you can see over walls now, and all the balloons are going to like flow right into this thing, dude. It's going to be awesome. So the last thing you might want to do with your money. You might be thinking, what the heck should I build, Chris? I could build anything in the world. And I would say you probably don't want to build what you might expect. I was thinking maybe we should build an ice tower in the corner here and get him up to, I don't know, like a snowstorm or something like that. But not for the reason you might think. The reason we would think that this is stupid, doesn't really make much sense, is because we're going to sacrifice him. Now, if you check this out, we got Adora over here. She's level 15 right now, but she can get beefier. We're going to sacrifice. The ability comes back very, very quickly, but that level 15 is going to turn to level 16 and almost level 17. Arm of Light's going to become more deadly, and we're going to become even more powerful because we're going to do it again. Buy whatever you want. Usually you want to pick something that has pretty cheap upgrades, so you can just keep on buying them as you need them. So you can just upgrade, get a higher level every single time. We're level 17 already. We can do it again in just a second here. You can use your abilities to make them even more powerful now. You can see even round 98, one of the beefiest balloon levels in the game, gets completely destroyed on Chimps, my friends. Yes, indeedy. Let's do it one last time here. Snowstorm, let's sacrifice that puppy. Ba-bam. And we're almost level 20. We're level 18 already. I think we can do it one more time. Oh, wait, no. We're already in round 100. Oh, how did that happen? How did that happen so quickly? Oh, no. Oh, she said that too. All right, well, she's upset about it all. All right, we're just going to go for that. We're going to sacrifice him, and we get level 19. So not bad. Not bad. Increased attack range. That actually doesn't really help us that much. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. We get this going. We're going to use all of our abilities here, and we're going to clean these guys up. And Chimps mode has been completed. And we get our Insta-Monkey. So there it is, guys. That's why this is the best strategy in the game. It works on almost any map, almost any game mode. It's super simple to pull off. You might just have to change a few things here and there based on where you're playing and how you're doing things. There's a lot of ways to go around it, but the base is always there. Get a Ninja, get a Adora, alchemize them, villagify them, and you're going to be golden, guys. Pick what you want, practice with the stuff, and have some fun. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to press that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.